Yo, hello, Go Mode Podcast Twitch channel here with more Mentor Tournament 2026. This is week one, open assured. On your left, we have Jabbera being mentored by Emok81. On the right, we have Flaume being mentored by Wackerly. I'm Shimano on console. Today is Eclectic. How are you doing today, Eclectic?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing just fine. I am very excited to see more Mentor Tournament. Lots of people coming in excited, ready to learn, ready to have their first steps in Rando. It's a very fun, exciting time of the year.
Definitely.
So yeah, this is a week one open assured. All it means is open. You have your choice of starting point from the beginning, either Sank or Link's house, and you start with a sword. Probably, I would say the assured part is the part that mentees enjoy more. Just having that nice weapon at the start.
Yeah, what do you usually prefer yourself, Sanctuary or House Start?
So in this mode, I would probably start Sank. Usually, I am a Link's house starter because I am a contrarian.
Yeah.
And Sank start seems to be the meta for most people, so I like to be a little jerk and just like, oh, I'm gonna do this different thing just because. But in this mode, I would actually start Sank, I think, because I don't want to. Because you go to castle with a sword, you're kind of almost obligated to like do run of escape, right?
Yeah.
And you don't even really know what the layout of the that is, right. You could run into small key and map. You don't know how many items you're gonna get. I'd rather just like try to combo with dagger or something later.
Understandable.
But depending on the seed, might be the right decision, might be completely the wrong decision.
And Uncle has left us with a piece of heart. And 20. Not a very exciting beginning here.
Yeah. Okay, going in. I'd probably do a tree pull. Yeah, do a tree pull here. Just see what kind of the early game is can be resource tough depending on
Fairy not
drops.
cooperating.
Yeah. So I think that means these cards are in the good pack, which is if it was something you like to see early on, you'll get a full magic. You'll get like 8 bombs if you persist to the end of the pack, and you get lucky with drops. Like I think if I was one of these mentors, I would probably point that out. It's like, hey, let's kill a few enemies, see if you can farm some bombs.
Yes, I had a price pack, the good price pack yesterday, and was looking for those bombs. Unfortunately, the randomness did not work out. I was not progressing that price pack.
Yeah, sometimes the game just decides, yeah, you got to kill a ton of enemies to get to the end of this. Enjoy that.
Yeah, we abandoned that pretty. But by the time we were right here, we abandoned that idea.
Mm-hmm. There's the map right there.
We don't have to worry about being in Sanctuary.
Yeah. And depending on runner comfort level, they can maybe think about doing a death warp and trying for Dark Cross, or they can simply save and quit after getting Zelda Cell. I think either is fine.
Yeah, we'll see how comfortable they are with Dark Rooms.
Having a little bit of trouble. Okay, yeah, very wisely turn on the Burna.
Yes, that's very good.
Yep. Yeah, safety's there to be used. Is faster to rely on safety than it is to die, for sure. Wouldn't have missed anything if you died, but...
Yeah, and there's that death work you were talking about.
So it's like... Flaume is going to try for Dark Cross.
A bit of an unusual seeing of the story screen.
Yeah. Guess if they could maybe they popped up at some point. I don't know. I say maybe there's a discussion about what's going on next. So 10 arrows. Yeah, this can be a tricky dark room to navigate on. Oh, well, at the very least they got the ropes there. The snakes are in that same prize pack as the guards, so
Yes,
was able
getting
to at
those 8
least.
bombs. Yeah.
Fortunately, taking the death, and yeah, that dark room on pretty low percent, even with a sword, can be tough. But at least they got something out of it, and no, maybe best case scenario, it's just the small key in Dark Cross.
Yeah, and seeing bombs out of the bush crab. Good to see. And more bombs on Lumberjack Ledge.
Yeah, so don't have to beat Aga for that, at least. So typically I'm not an early Lumberjack checker, someone a little more experienced, but if you're doing it, you at least like checking bush crabs for more resources. Maybe doing another tree pole. That's the kind of thing you want to be comboing with this, just to make sure you're not only checking this item.
Absolutely. And we see a moon pearl, necessary for Dark World access. And a mirror. Go with it.
Early mirror, definitely very nice, especially for efficiency.
Yep, you love to be able to pair things between the light world and dark world.
Yep.
Be able to do things such as Pod and Eastern, although I don't believe we've had a map checked yet.
Yeah. Yeah. Personally, I don't think there's any real right or time to do map check. I mean, it's gonna take the same amount of time anyway. I just do it when I can beat a dungeon or if I'm going to go into the dark world.
Makes sense. I usually get reminded to do so by the time I get to Kakariko.
Oh, early boots.
Wonderful. Ether. Yes, getting around quickly is not going to be an option, or not going to be difficult. Now we just need flute and hookshot.
Yep. Also, just a little thing for mentees. Use the mirror. You can delete these blocks the same as if you spam the mirror button as you're pushing them. They'll disappear and you can get through them just a little bit faster.
Yes, very useful. And we've got a bow and lantern.
Mentee's best friend, the lamp. Although, I don't turn around or myself either.
And we got
Oh, of
pendants.
course. And a red crystal.
So we'll see if we need to use the mirror to get to desert or if we are going to be getting the book.
Yeah. And of course, early lamp, early bow, pendant Eastern never fails. Like, that's the kind of thing I would like to chat like, all right, I'm expecting a pendant Eastern here.
Absolutely.
Voila.
And throwing the chicken into that bomb explosion, not very nice.
Yeah.
I should say cuckoo, not chicken.
Yeah, not quite the chicken clip here. Although poor Kuko is just stuck in the stuck in the wall.
And we get a library check and bombs. Looks like we were debating there for a moment whether we wanted to get up to 10.
Yeah. Check. And I'd probably get the 300, just so you know. That's going to put you definitively above Zora. Zora money. If anything lesser than that, I'd probably skip, but...
That makes sense. I've heard that some people, when they're in boots, always just do the race versus not.
Yeah, some people always do it. Some people check. It's, I think, generally faster to just do it if it's going to be, if it's something. It's just going to be faster to do that. So you have to, if it's something you check and it's something, you have to go back and get it. But I'm still a checker. Anyway.
That makes sense.
Okay, so Flaume checking the map too as well.
Yeah, without boots, or without gloves, we are likely to be going south.
Yep.
Although Eastern is not out of the question.
Yep. Yeah, Eastern is fully clearable in logic, but some people are very allergic to pendant Eastern. There's another place where... Ooh, hammer, alright. Another place where deleting the mirror blocks come in handy. That would decrease jabbera's trips into the dam by 1, because it could have gotten the item and pulled the switch in one go. There's a kind of little micro time saves you just internalize as you get more experience playing the game.
Yes, and they really add up over the course of the seed.
Yep.
So with the hammer, it means we only need a glove, and we'll have Dark World access.
Be careful here. It's a little unfortunate that jabbera doesn't have a more magic. His ether kills all mini mortal just one shot.
Oh, we see
Scouting.
Quake.
Yeah, Scouting Quake. Did I see a glove and mini mortal came out of the corner of my eye? I'm not sure.
I don't believe so.
Okay. Yeah, I just barely saw the flash of that leftmost item, and I wasn't sure what it was. But yeah, and jabbera, gotta be careful here. These crabs. Oh, yeah, that's why I had to be careful. If he kept dashing, he would have killed that crab.
Yeah. It can be easy, though, to try and second-guess yourself and try to dodge, but that can happen. We do see the blue tunic over on Flaume's side.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be... Well, not completely necessary for jabbera, but it is a nice safety for Flaume to have, especially with that mirror. You don't have to worry about death warping anyway, so the added defense is nice.
Yeah, it is great to have, but you also have to make sure not to get used to it. Had a seed yesterday where we were green tunic the entire way, and it can be uncomfortable to face things later if you're dependent on it.
Oh yeah. Okay, it was just 10 arrows. Alright, well, our options are very limited, so... And what do we have? We have 3 items Eastern. We have possibly 1 item in front of us left in escape hole. Well, possibly 1 item or possibly 3 items, depending on where the key is. We have this Ice Rod Cave that jabbera couldn't check. Basically it.
Yeah, if they know, obviously it would be out of logic, but with water glitches, you could go take a look at Waterfall. But
yeah. With this loadout, I'm kind of feeling like Flute might show up.
yeah, and it might get dangerous to go too far out of logic.
Flaume's gonna get some of these checks done right here. Got the money.
Yeah, and with the money and the Moon Pearl, it does become more tempting to fake Flipper, and that's what we're going to see. And with plenty of bombs and arrows, we could also see a flash deletion.
I think I also set up a double water walk from here. Restored water walk, yeah, because gonna go swimming to Man Under the Bridge and be able to jump down from there and run back. So I didn't see the first item in Ishima. That was the compass just now. Yeah, from language, right? Just 10 arrows.
We do get the 2 skeleton spawn from Jabbera. Get that run down a little faster.
Oh, interesting glove there. Possibly mitts. If it's not mitts, that is a very interesting situation that could possibly develop in the seed. Oh, flippers. Hello, flippers. Oh, well, there you go. There's our logic. That's interesting. Yeah, there's that flute. Yep.
Out of logic flute, so we'll need to keep that in mind for when we get flippers,
Yep,
or when Flaume gets flippers.
Yep, especially if this ends up. If you have a crystal swamp, you're obviously going to want those flippers. If it's ice, though, maybe you don't necessarily have to think about the flippers.
Yeah.
But yeah, if it ends up swamp is one of your dungeons, you're going to want to keep logic in mind because the game expects you to have the flippers to get that
Well, it looks like we'll be going to Eastern, so the logic isn't going to be an issue with the flippers over there.
Yep, and especially with that glove on Lake Hylia Island, like unless you know how to set up the water walk from Skull Woods, then you're gonna need those flippers.
Yeah, the walk over there will be a pain without a first set of gloves, though.
Yep. Oh,
and unfortunate. Just missed stepping on the switch there by a couple pixels, and it looks like we're leaving. We're out. Might have been, I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably not intentional, but it works out.
Yeah. I'm not 100% sure. I guess they're running back down to. So right here, I feel like it's probably faster to just save and quit at Link's house, but I guess maybe they want to get Ice Rod Cave from here too.
Yeah, you can get Ice Rod Cave, you can head over to Zora and under the ridge. A typical path you see, though.
Yeah. Personally, especially when you have flippers, I'm more a fan of. Especially with the mirror, I feel like I might think about waiting on the end of the ridge because you can combo this check very easily with, say, like a pyramid check, or if you're running on your way to pod. So you can kind of there's that little kind of down bridge on the way into pot area, you can jump down mirror and get this check very easily that way. And you avoid kind of having this long swim out.
That makes sense. It does take quite a bit of time.
Yep. So those are the kind of routing choices you tend to think about once you start getting up items, and you kind of your mind starts wandering in the future, like, okay, well, I have this stuff now. How would I get some of this stuff later? If the game's not going to force me to do it at this moment.
Yes, and I think practicing with the practice hack, really just measuring the timings on different things will help you kind of internalize how long these things actually take.
Yep. Okay, jabbera gonna get lit. There, blue rupee. And the flute.
And we're seeing the stored water walk.
A little less useful for jabbera having those flippers. They've already run to they're at a manor bridge. That's like kind of the longer run you have. The water walk is going because of the flippers. Water walk, as soon as they step in this deeper water, there it goes.
Yeah, probably out of habit more than anything.
So couldn't quite get this. Boy, I had a little bit of trouble using the iframes of this item.
It is nice that the 2 hearts are there to be able to back things up just in case.
Yep, and if you're still feeling a little nervous, you can just jump into one of those 2 big pots before the next room. You get a fairy. Which is exactly what they're going to do. Activate that flute.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's a Toho sprite, I believe?
I believe so. I have a longtime anime fan, so I have friends who play Toho. I've never really tried it myself. I just kind of know everything I know about Toho is all secondhand.
Yeah, I've played one game myself, and I enjoy it. I enjoy the music, but I never really got deeply into it myself.
A little trouble this Armos Knights fight.
And Vanilla Heart.
Yep. So yeah, this is a Ped C. Jabbera's not gonna miss that. So we're gonna check again if we're going up the mountain. Not a terrible check with the flute and the boots. And they get that scout of Quake on Desert Ledge as well.
Yeah, there's a bit of a debate on what's faster, if you just want to clear desert, or if you want to do Agina first, but without the book, you don't have much of an option.
Yep. Say that blue mail. Activating Flute while jabbera is rescuing the old man.
It would be something if we did need to defeat Aga in order to get your glove.
Yeah. Yeah, that was kind of alluding to that earlier. That is a distinct possibility with the hammer, these flippers, mirror. We are only a cape or a sword away from that being a possibility. Answer question right. Yes, there is a glove on Lake Hylia Island. Unknown yet whether that is first glove or mitts. Pretty much the. Sorry, go ahead.
Spin speed. Yeah, we see spin speed there.
Yep.
Over on jabbera's side. And I'd say that dip into Terra is more than likely. And we have our Dark World check.
Yep. Wow, pendant pod as well with this early bow. It's interesting.
Yeah, don't have to worry about east side on both worlds.
Seeing that crystal, I probably wouldn't have gone for flippers immediately because I know it's like either okay, well it's front of escape or east or pendant eastern. Maybe I see if I can get away without having to get them, and then doing that map check would be like okay. So I know I need the flippers, so I better keep that logic in mind because I know I'm going to need to get them eventually. So I probably at some point would have done like pyramid, front of escape pairing if I could, or like pod eastern pairing if that's where the flippers end up being, which they were here.
And it's great when you can get away with that.
Yep, but of course, like we were just saying, it also could be Aga, and you'd be forced to get oh cool, the book. Hey, now we can get in the desert. Yeah, it could just end up being Aga anyway, and you're forced to get the book. Get the flippers unless there is a hook shot available, and you could do some shenanigans. Alright, so Flaume is going to opt to go to Hera Basement. I would probably see what's on the other side of the mountain first. Like what jabbera is doing.
Hey!
Oh, there's Glove.
That said, I believe the big key hasn't been seen yet, so we're forced to go to basement. Yep.
Yeah, I think if this is the case, I probably would just like, I'm good with the book.
Yeah, you already have desert access here, so getting the book isn't important anymore.
Yep, yeah, exactly. You'll have access to the mitts now, their Dark World access. And maybe the books. Maybe the book's needed for one of the tablet checks. Who knows?
Yeah. If that happens, then well, it's going to be a hunt. And I was just going to say successful bomb jump there by jabbera.
Oh boy, these dead rocks! Please, fairy, please cooperate. There you go. Thank you.
I think the fairy there and those dead rocks are friends. They kind of try to tempt you and then kill you.
No. Let's see if this trip up here is worthwhile. Never know. This also could, I mean, the green pendant is also tempting. Also could be a potential play for Ped. Ped is actually available rather easily.
Yes. And with Tower of Hera being a green pendant, it is just something. It's such a quick dungeon. Don't really see too much reason to not do it.
Looks like Jer is going to forego it entirely. Won't have that book. We'll see if that ends up biting him or not. Could always come back for it later, especially likely not the last time I'm going to be on the mountain.
Certainly with Hookshot Cave being a really desirable place to go to.
Yep. Yeah, this makes sense. Start in Hyde Cave and go get that glove. Okay, so nothing immediately in Hera. We have that green pendant 2/3 of the way to Pedestal Pool.
And I think you just go grab Titans right now.
Yeah. Alright. Nope, just a heart piece on Ether Tablet. The Flaume is going to go get that glove in Paradox. Jabbera possibly having a chat. Okay, where are we going?
Yeah, especially if you're heading over to Thieves soonish, then having Titans over there is certainly helpful.
Yep. Chat was Pet Tablet say for a full heart Sanctuary heart. I honestly, I don't remember off the top of my head. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, there's a full list and helper website somewhere.
Yeah, a lot of love would make sense.
Yeah, that sounds right.
And there, another nice thing to remember: if you bonk that tree right near this Dark World access point, you get a full magic drop. Be very helpful.
Yes, very great for entering Dark World.
Good.
We got a fetch quest.
Yep. And this with the flute, not too bad. Flute and mirror, not too bad. If you want, you could turn that in basically whenever you feel like it.
Can be good to pair with Catfish.
Mm-hmm. Okay, there's sword.
We'd like to see that.
Yep. It's the Bombus Tablet now thing, not for Jabbera, but will be for Flaume. Sure. Okay, returning this green pendant. Guess maybe maybe they don't want to commit to pod play super early. This would have been going to pod if you needed to. Would have been like a nice tie into turning the green pendant, especially with. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, watch this be Ice Rod or something.
Yeah. Let's see. No, just a red rupee.
Just 20.
Yeah, especially with the bits like so readily available. And even if I have a green pendant burning a hole in my pocket, I'm probably just getting mitts first anyway.
Makes sense. And it looks like from Flaume we're going to be getting a head cave and probably Titans after. Bomb gets away there.
Yeah. Flaume gets their trash from High Cave, but real prize is on Lake Haley Island. I'm not sure. I mean, I know I'm pretty sure they peaked it. So I feel like going this way is a mistake.
Yeah, I agree.
Because if you want to, you could do like Smith Chain going this way, right?
Yeah.
So you're already kind of leaving that behind a little bit. And like maybe you say like, well, I don't want to do Smith Chain. That's fair enough, but.
Be careful with these crickets.
Yeah, even with blue mail, they do a heart of damage. There's nothing to sneeze at, especially down to 3 hearts like Jabbera is.
There are a few hearts along the way, but without powder, there's no way to really top off.
Mm-hmm. They do have Kena Burner or if the boss fight at the end gets a little hairy.
It really depends on how familiar with the script Jabbera is. Personally, I only have the first 2 phases of the script down. The third one still need to work on.
Yeah, honestly, if you can at least do the first 2, it's easy enough to brute force the final phase.
Yeah, especially if you have a tunic upgrade, maybe 5 or more hearts.
Yep.
Pretty straightforward.
Yep. Let's see if there's anything in the big chest. Survey says, I mean...
Yeah, don't say no to a heart. At least, in this case.
Okay, I'm not crazy, right? They did scout that glove, right, on Flaume's side.
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
So this strikes me as very odd to not just get at. Especially because entering Dark World, the mid side is just much faster than entering the hammer
maybe
side.
Maybe they forgot.
Could be.
Yeah. Very good.
Yep.
A little off script, but Berna's great. Yeah, and Flaume, I'm almost certain saw it.
Yeah, I do see Lake Highland still green on Flaume's map. They haven't like deliberately marked it off or anything like that, like you would if you saw it and knew it was trash. Looks like Jabbera's gonna leave behind North Checks and Skullwoods for the time being. Pretty popular play if you don't have the fire rod. People like to say no to Skullwood, which makes it extra devastating when Fire Rod is in Skullwoods.
Yeah, we don't have a medallion check there for Meyer.
Yeah.
Oh, and we get the block deletion.
Yep. If you get it in and you're comfortable with it, Meyer's not the worst play. Okay, well, we will be able to get in, actually, because we do have access to that Quake medallion on Desert Ledge.
Yes, with the mirror, that medallion's less than 30 seconds away. Actually, now that we've dashed over, probably more like a minute, but still.
So yeah, even with this kind of regular magic bar, with Cape and Master Sword, it is a lot less scary than he typically is. Is you can turn on the Cape, spam the sword, the eyeballs will fly at you, and they will. It's a little slow, but it's very safe.
Yeah, I agree. You know, you have more than 10 hearts. You have a Cape. You have Brenna. You know, it's a very safe fight, and you're not on fighter sword. Yeah,
Whereas I will say, this fight against Lamo might be on paper easier, but with this equipment, it kind of stinks.
Yeah, no
unless
fire
rod. Yeah, no fire rod. Yep. No, kind of a weaker sword. Unless you're really good at bow Lamo, this fight's gonna be pretty slow.
Yeah, I know no major glitches runners have a bit of an advantage in this situation because they have to practice that bow Lamo fight. But yeah, it can be a tough one to get that timing down.
Yep. Okay, well, we have complete Meyer clutch. Wow, medallion collection.
Yep. So Turtle Rock's gonna be good.
Yep. Probably looks like I'm gonna go for the 50-50, see if we can get the last item on the boss and not have to go back in for the big chest. It is like a decent chunk of time save if you can get it.
Yeah, and it makes sense. You know, you're gonna have to walk up there, walk down, regardless. You know, in the worst case situation, it's only maybe 10 seconds more time.
Flaume making our way through Thieves Town as well.
Oh, need that key?
Yep.
And on Flaume's side, Patrick wasn't behaving very well.
Yep. I'll also say Berna is surprisingly nice for this fight, especially you come in here with this kind of equipment and you have half magic. Berna is actually super nice.
Berna will, magic.
Yeah, Berna will melt these guys, especially if you get some good kind of hop RNG if they're like hanging in the air a long time like they are here. Berna can melt them in a hurry. You know, Hammer does, you know, tempered sword damage, but is also this hitbox is real iffy. Got one down. Two down. And there we go. All down.
Yeah. Finishing the last two hits with sword pokes.
Yeah, unfortunately, gonna have to go back in for that second item.
Jelly's not cooperating either on Flaume's side.
Yep. So pretty decent amount of health, full magic bar for Burnus, so they should be fine.
And that does make a good point. Spins over hammer. Spins do tempered sword damage.
I forget if that's the same for bosses. Some of these damage tables can get real weird.
Oh yeah, they can be a
For
little
like other
odd,
enemies. But I'm too lazy to look it up right now, so you know.
And just a green bottle, but yeah, we can say hey to Sick Kid.
Yeah, that is actually our first bottle of the seed. Going in a mire, I think, yeah. As long as I think our mentor tells jabbera, hey, use the cape slash strats, I think it'll be fine.
Yeah, with the bottle of magic, that's gonna make that fight even easier.
Oh, maybe they thought they already got the mitts somehow. Maybe, I don't know.
Are
we gonna have a fake powder here?
Looks like it, but I need to start emptying their magic meter.
It was a little slow way to do it. Just put on the caper burner.
Yeah.
I'll say personally, I'm not a super fan of the play. Obviously, so there are always going to be a seed where it works out super well.
Yeah. I think Lamp might be faster than Kate, but I haven't timed it.
There we go. But yeah, there is our fake powder. So if we get anything fun here. Nope. Yeah. Piece of heart.
Oh well.
Oop. Alright, okay.
Slippery chest.
So the hoverer's godmire.
Yeah, not exactly the time where you want that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always the case. It's when you're still searching for stuff. It's like, oh, you want godmire, right? That's what you want?
Yeah.
We're going. Are we going? Okay, I wasn't sure. Okay, are we going for the boss? No.
Yeah, still no fire rods, so we'll see if we can find one here.
Here's our first look at Skull Woods.
And boo this man, thanks for the raid.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
Yep. Yeah, this is still week 1 mentor tournament. You got Jabbera against Flaume. I'm not totally sure if Flaume and the mentor forgot about the mitts on Lake Hylia Island or if they're delaying it for some reason. That's why Flaume is kind of looking around here while jabbera is in mire.
Yeah, I did not know about that magic there.
Yep, yeah, it's a license, especially in like say cross keys, where you're not always your resources aren't always the greatest. So having that source to refill your magic is very nice. So
I believe my mentor might have mentioned it once, but I personally have never gone in that room yet. I mean, I might have in the 90s, but, I don't remember.
It struck me as like an odd thing to remember. The one time when I was 7, I went in that room and got that full magic.
Exactly, back in 1994.
Oh, there we go. There's the fire rod in the cutscene chest. Very nice pickup. It is very much required for this seed.
That's excellent. And I only say 1984 because I got a Super Nintendo pretty late into that generation. We have a chance for possible rail clip. Yeah, doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like we get a fire rod out of Skullwoods.
Yeah. Do we find any items in Skullwoods, or are they both locked by fire rod?
I think it's locked, and that's unfortunate. And Mire, definitely a place where you don't want to death warp.
Bonkin missing it, yeah.
Yeah.
I will say again, I mentioned this on Restream I did comment on yesterday, but you absolutely can just walk that gap and make it to the bridge just fine. Do not need a dash.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. And we have a death, unfortunately, on Flaume side, trying to get to Bumper Ledge.
I didn't even see what did you see what was on Bumper Ledge?
I didn't. I got distracted. On jabbera's side. It might have been it might have been a
shield.
death. I didn't quite see it. All that for a compass. Second shield on Bumper Ledge.
Okay.
It seems unusual to go for, but hook shot.
And the hook shot. Wow. Honestly, not the worst choice to just kind of cut bait and maybe like refuel, especially with that bottle. You come back, refuel longer, because it seems a little doubtful to me that they're getting to the boss with half a heart, but
yeah, especially without powder. If you had powder here, you could definitely refill pretty easily. Many anti-fairies in the area.
Oh, there we go. Yeah,
yep.
I would just no items left here. I think just like you got options now. You got Swamp Pal. Okay, going back in. I think this is where, as I mentioned, I'll be like, let's go. This is a regular crystal. You don't need to beat this right now. You can come back in stronger position. We've got Swamp Palace. We got Mountain.
Yeah, there's plenty to take care of. You could even throw in picking
Skullwood. Yep, Skullwoods is available. We just got lots of options.
Yeah, you could go pick up a blue potion if you needed to.
Answer your question, yeah, they do still have their mushroom. They have not turned on in the mushroom on the left side yet, so fake powder would have been a thing too.
Yeah, lots of options, but we'll see what happens. There is a full magic decanter on the way, so.
Hookshot was in the Mire map chest, the one on below the spike room. As other names in the community that are not fit to repeat here on this channel.
Yes,
so you know people long enough, you'll hear them.
And King's Tomb has 10 arrows.
I just realized we also have not seen back of escape yet from either side on either side.
Yeah, really, that probably should have happened much sooner, but you know, it's good
Yeah,
to get
I
it
think
out. Get it out of the way.
honestly, this is a situation where I might forget about back of escape for a while too, just because I'd be thinking, okay, oh glove, oh wow,
Nice.
nice sword.
And tempered is really a much nicer upgrade to have than a master sword.
Yes.
And it looks like we are playing with the idea of Dark Cross. We are doing Dark Cross.
Yep. Yeah.
We need that key. There we go.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, rat, you gotta die.
Alright, going into Vitreous with fairly low hearts here.
Alright, turn. Yep, there we go. Yep, this is the strat. Just get there, stand there, slash, slash, slash. When you're slashing, your cape magic depletes much slower than normal.
Yeah, that's the big advantage over doing charge slashes here.
Yep. Yeah, I would say if you can get them, charge slashes are faster, but it's also a lot scarier, especially with this amount of magic. It's slower but safer.
Yeah, but with just the arrows here, this should be easy.
Yeah, I'm kind of convinced that this they have to have forgotten about it.
Yeah, there's no way at this point.
Like maybe the mentor was thinking about something else, paying attention to something else, and then the runner maybe just forgot that it was there.
Yeah, I'm going to take a moment and scroll back here just to confirm what I saw.
Yeah, we just have Mr. Angry Pants in chat say that he checked the bot. Flaume did water walk slightly. They would have seen it. It's a Crystal 3.
Yes, and a big thanks to our tracker here, Buttergrapes. Doing an excellent job.
Yep. Alright, getting this, Alright, I think for jabbera's sake, I hope they remember back of escape soon, because that sword would be very nice to have.
Yes, and make sure to give our runners a follow.
Yep.
Got their links in chat.
Alright, looks like Skullwoods is up next.
Yeah, with that fire rod in hand, it certainly is something you want to prioritize. And also thanks to Lamoto for doing the restream.
Yep. Just the map, as we saw earlier. Looks like they're going back to front. I think, yes, which is serving well. As I don't remember seeing even a single item in the front of Skullwoods.
And I think in this situation, we go to take care of Moth first and then take care of the chest after.
I think with the mirror, I would go for the chest first.
That's fair enough.
Because you never know whether it'd be sword or nice safety like half magic or another bottle. I think if you're planning on saving, and quitting, and you're comfortable taking on Moth with this equipment, I think waiting is fine, because I think going back in is, I think, probably slightly faster than going back up through, walking back up through the up the bridge area. But mirror just makes it so quick.
Yeah, that makes sense. And jabbera very close there to walking into the hand, something you want to avoid.
Yep. It's pretty rude.
And if you do want to follow butter grapes, remember the underscore at the end.
Yep. We definitely, which chat wanted to see a pet check. Well, we definitely won't see it on this side because jabbera has not been in Hera yet, which is where the book is.
Yeah,
So
this might be a little bit scary, this fight.
Yeah. Yeah. So they do have that green potion. Also, use it to turn on cape if
Yeah,
fire rod, fine too. Yep. Okay, looks like taking a moment to calm down. Think, okay, what's the best strategy?
Yeah. Too many people don't.
There we go. There we go. Never a doubt. All the big key, great.
Yeah.
You don't want to go back to the front. Yeah, you don't want to go back to the front. You're doing it anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, pausing is really something that I think people could afford to do more often, just to clear their head.
Yeah, especially in an environment like this, things are going haywire and quickly. Look very easy to these fights to go sideways in a hurry.
And we got a butter sword.
Oh boy. Well, now I hope even more that jabbera and Ewok remember back of escape.
Definitely.
Because given that there's been nothing in pod so far, I don't see them going there.
Yeah, the golden sword is definitely a very nice thing to have when you have this many crystals left.
Alright. We are gonna see Helma or Flaume.
Trying to play a little soccer there with a block.
Yeah. I think they're still a little too. Nope. That's actually perfect. I'm a liar.
Yeah, I thought they might be 1 pixel low, but great.
The amount of times I thought my Ice Palace bomb jumps were way off and they ended up perfect. I don't know what I'm talking about a lot of the time. Alright. So you're gonna check out upper ledge area. Adjust the shield there.
Yeah, I agree with not picking it up. It's just, unless you're really uncomfortable with Laser Bridge. But even then, we have Burna, so. And Cape, so. Gotta turn in that mushroom first. I've definitely walked in before.
Yep,
That same mistake.
Probably spam our magic item a couple times just so I can use that green and get something better in its place. A shovel, great. Thank you.
Great, great. Extend the fetch quest. And, yeah.
Oh, they already
You
used it.
got
That's
that.
right. They used the green. That's right. They used the green in the fight.
Yeah, and Moth, I believe. And we've got the sword out hammer strats over on Flaume side. And that butter sword doing quick work. Just 2 slashes.
The powder. Oh, hey, then they've already fake powdered.
Yeah, but it's good safety. Like, this was a great safety dungeon, but I don't think any real progression came of it.
And yeah, we just gotta drain the dam in the light world first.
Blew my mind as a kid. Being able to do one thing in one world to affect the other world. And yes, Ice World on pedestal would be a treat. Not a good treat, but you know.
It is some flavor of treat. We're going to the right.
Are we gonna see it?
This looks like we're getting these mitts. Maybe in some VOD scrubbing, perhaps. This always feels bad as a runner. Like everyone's done it. No matter what your experience level, everyone has done this. Accidentally marked off an item or forgotten about an item.
Yeah.
Never feels good.
And there we go. Now, jabbera still hasn't done Smith Chain.
Yep.
So that's something where if something is there and Flaume does it, then they might have some small advantage.
Looks like yeah, some indecision about where to go.
There we get the Specky clip.
Yep.
A little bit of stutter there. Got to be careful.
Right, here we go. Make it to my area on Flaume side. Gonna have quite a bit easier time with these 2 dungeons. And then jabbera did.
Yes. Being fully kitted out going into these.
Yep. Looks like jabbera's going in left side swamp immediately. I would say in open standard modes, I'm generally, no matter what, even if I'm missing a ton of items for go mode, I still usually clear Swamp Palace first and then go back from left side swamp if I want to.
Yeah, I definitely think that's the better idea.
Just because you never know when you're going to get the big key in the back.
Yeah, and it feels like so often that's the case.
If you get the big key in the first couple checks and you're dead set doing left side swamp, it's fine. But yeah, typically I'm going to wait on this.
Yeah, it's a pretty big commitment, and there is a okay chance that you get all the items before even needing to go back here.
Yep. Yeah, this is rare, but it's happened. I've actually had a God Swamp recently.
Nice.
Where it was just like the map and the compass, and Left Side Swamp, never had to touch it ever.
It's beautiful.
And we had it here! Oh no! Oh, it feels so bad. Feels bad.
Yeah.
Oh.
God Swamp.
Never had to do it.
Yep, and now we sadly passed the big chest.
Yep.
And it looks like we are going to be seeing Diver down.
So welcome in Winter, the raid of 5. A mentor tournament here. Jabbera versus a Flaume. Well, unfortunately,
Yes.
we think either mismarked or forgot about the mitts on the Kylie Island, so they've just barely gotten them. And but they are in the right place at least, because Meyer has both the fire rod and the hook shot. But on their side, they do have some offense that Jabbera is sorely lacking. Has forgotten about Back of Escape. Very easy to forget. And you're just kind of get mitts and you're concentrating on dungeons. Back of Escape has a sword. And another sword in Pendant Pod, which I think Jabbera very unlikely to ever visit the seed.
That does seem unlikely. And there's that big key. I have to say that's the first time I've seen a non-water diver down setup. Doing with Samaria without entering the water.
Yeah, I've seen some people do it that way.
Very interesting.
If I doing with bombs, my setup also involves not going into the water.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, I guess I mostly see it with.
Yeah, get going. You set it up on the right side. People dive in. Yeah, do a little Hadouken motion to. Yeah, there's the hook shot. The Flaume. Looks like they're gonna go. Oh, yeah. Going this way. Hopefully they don't leave cutscene behind.
Yeah, that would be not great. And yeah, I guess that makes sense why it's called Diverless Down.
Again, looks like they are. Oh, or.
And we got a clean fight there from Jabbera. We are getting a bit low on resources.
Yep.
Flaume dancing for a bit.
Yeah, there's a full magic decanter on the way. Cutscene, so.
Yeah, just gotta avoid this slug and their bombs. Can do a lot of damage, but with the red tunic, probably less of a concern.
So they're deciding to leave that last item in Swamp. I think I just would have gotten it at this point.
Yeah.
Just like pop back in, get it just to make sure, pop out.
Yeah, the last thing you want to do is leave an ice rod behind somewhere.
Yep. Yeah, chat point. Yeah, we're in a good time to flip the crystal switch back to red. Yep. You actually, yeah, do not need that crystal switch flip to do cutscene chest, and will save you the time of doing one of the rooms in the back.
Yeah, the dark maze room, not having to do that extra. So,
Alright.
Yeah.
And
Got a fire rod.
There's fire rod. I think both our runners are going to be on an ice rod hunt. This Flaume will be getting that Bombos in Desert Palace after this.
I would like to see Flaume using that powder to take care of those berries, but should be fine. Got plenty of other safeties.
So expect next? Ice Palace. A little scary. Maybe try to powder. Nope, not going to.
Yeah, there are 2 more fairies along the way, so or anti-fairies.
Oh, that was a little close, and the red shield actually coming in handy here.
Yeah.
Flipping the crystal switch.
Fortunately, not getting the bomb there. I thought it was close enough, but it might have been jumping in that air on that one frame.
Yeah, weird.
And there we go.
Another one for good measure. Bombs in Pen Gators.
We still only have 1 bottle on jabbera's side, 0 on Flaume's side.
Yep. Yeah, we're not gonna mess around here either. Get this. So I'll go quite a bit faster. You see big difference in offensive firepower between Gold Sword and Master Sword. Yeah, wow, yeah, don't even need to get the bow out. That's some classic Enemizer tech, actually. Usually you see that when Vitreous is in, like, say, Hera, and you can kind of avoid the eyeballs and keep a Vidi in that spot and just kind of whack away with like a hammer or tempered sword or master sword spins or whatever.
Absolutely.
For a lot rarer to see it there in that situation. That's pretty fun. Yeah, Vidi down for Flaume.
Some slight trouble with Icebreaker.
Yep.
Could get it.
Yeah, my D-pad's gone very south recently, so I've gone back to using menu buffers with my Icebreaker. It's definitely slower than non-buffered if you're good. It's definitely slower than a non-buffered version for someone who's like really good at it. I'm pretty decent with the menu buffer, so.
Yeah, I like select buffers here, but I definitely need to work on the sword buffer version, and there we go. Yeah, I think sometimes when you're doing a race on camera, it can also be a little anxiety-inducing.
Yeah.
You miss that first one and get a little in your head, but we got it now and can move on. Plenty of health here. Probably could have ran into the skeleton to get out of bunny form.
That is a big key.
You know, when you have the boots, sometimes just dashing into the stairs there can be a nice way to not worry about getting stuck.
Yep. There's a Bombos for Flaume.
Yep, got the full medallion set. And that would have been a mirror shield if we got that on the ledge, but Got a fire shield here.
Alright, so I'm making our way through Ice Palace. This is gonna be last crystal before Turtle Rock on Jabbera's side.
And the question is, how much of the overworld checks do you do before you enter Turtle Rock? You know, some of them can be really spread out.
I mean, if it's me, it's going to be Hookshot Cave, Super Bunny. That's it.
That makes sense.
I probably wouldn't have even done Pyramid Fairy, but they've already done that, so it doesn't really matter.
I don't believe Flaume has turned in mushroom yet, so might be able to combine catfish and mushroom.
Yeah. This is gonna be a rough fight here. Still on Master Sword. I hope for their sake, before they go up the mountain, they remember. Oh yeah, back of escape is a thing that exists.
Yes.
Maybe we should go do that. So maybe Ice Rod is just there. Oh hey, a sword. That's neat. Oh, using the potion wisely. Dual boss skills on both sides. Sorry, you go ahead. Yeah.
I was just to say, yeah, you certainly want to hit back of escape before going to TR.
Yeah, yes. Otherwise, you're probably not doing it. Because, I mean, everything we've seen, it's, I think all we have left is what? Smith Chain. I guess we have Swamp Big Chest still. That's a thing. We have Smith Chain. And we have Darker Mountain TR. Spike Cave, also a thing. Could be there. Ped is also a thing. Terrible thing.
There's one more tablet to check.
Oh, yeah. Bombo's tablet. Yep. Jabbera obviously didn't have, and still doesn't have the book, so couldn't check that. That's probably among the worst case scenario checks for Jabbera right now.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think if it ends up being there, at least right now, that'd be a big advantage for Flaume.
So we're gonna...
Yeah, Smith Chain, maybe? Oh, check. I don't know.
I guess they didn't get Graveyard Ledge earlier.
Yeah, we don't know if it's pedestal yet. It's still a possibility.
It could be they're maybe combining Graveyard Ledge with Back of Escape here.
That would be efficient.
I don't remember if they've done King's Tomb already.
I don't believe Jabbera's done King's Tomb. Yeah, there's always the chance that Ice Rod could be on Laser Bridge.
You say chance, I say certainty. Oh, this might be King's Tomb Catfish.
Yeah, Lava Chest for Ice Rod would be something. Although I think if you're not in Go mode, you don't skip Lava Chest. And this guard not being nice.
It's 10 arrows. I know. No catfish. We are doing. Yep, we're doing back escape.
Yeah,
So
really
we'll
you have to commit.
finally get blessed with a sword. They're like, whoops. Well, we should have had this a long time ago.
Yeah, sword and tunic upgrade.
There's a mirror shield for Flaume. Yeah, well, at least jabbera will have tempered for Trinix and Ganon. Also forgetting about the key.
If you're not used to doing this backwards, it's easy to forget.
Yep.
I got really used to doing it backwards for the Only Dungeons tournament, so it's kind of nice to do different modes to get used to these different directions of doing things.
They're starting to sink.
Yeah, in general, if you're going to be choosing a location and fluting out, mountain is probably where you want to go.
Yeah. Maybe Smith Chain?
Seems likely. Still no powder on jabbera's side.
Yep.
And we're replenishing some resources here on Flaume's side.
Yep.
Making sure to double hit the crystal to get that fairy.
Fairy, please. Fairy, please.
Yeah. And don't need those other 3 pots, can just go ahead and pick up the 2 mini decanters.
Oh wow, we just never did this on jabbera's side either.
Oh man, I thought that happened, but I guess it was just Flaume. An unusual digging pattern. And with less than a second left, getting that item.
And Cold Slayer is another one of those bosses where Gold Sword actually does make a difference too. Gold Sword does more damage than Temper does. Burns through these puffs super fast.
Yeah, Fire Rod here is great because it can hit multiple of them, but in terms of sheer damage, Gold Sword's nice.
Yep. Yeah, what's really nice is if you could get a sword spin set up, kind of shuffle them into the corner and just like bop all 3 puffs at once.
Yeah, when they cooperate, it's very nice.
Yep.
We got some hammer dashing going on here on jabbera's side.
Pressing 2 buttons at the same time, literally impossible.
Unfortunately, not in the US version of the game.
Some discussion, maybe deciding between Skull and Swamp. And yeah, this is generally where I would fall. Like, just go to Skull first. It's more linear.
Yeah, then probably her afterward for that green pendant.
Yeah, and they already know that the items or the things leading the items are in the back. Having already done the front of Skull.
Having a little chat there with the breadsmiths first. Yeah, and half magic.
Half magic is nice.
Yeah. The run is now blessed.
Yeah, it is not an ice rod. Oops.
Yep, it's easy to forget and accidentally press A when you're picking up that chest. And we believe we have the shovel to check here after 45.
I believe so. Yes, the shovel was on the mushroom. They have done that, and and we also are going to have a pedestal on Flaume side.
And Flaume doing some dancing.
Oh, well, I would have been absolutely destroyed by this seed.
Man, it's
Well, not totally destroyed. I mean, I would have saved the portal, but I would have gone through TR first.
Yep, and leave that chest behind. We do not need it anymore.
But I think mushroom to shovel probably would have been one of the first things I did.
Yeah, the shovel was on mushroom.
Yep, so yeah. Or my mushroom or shovel, yes.
So you got a full fetch quest.
Yep, because that would be pretty easily save the portal with that. So it wouldn't have been too bad. It would just be like, oh cool, thank you, Seed.
So unfortunately for Flaume, that means that we're not going to have one of those situations discussed earlier that work out best for them.
Yep.
And we still need to activate Turtle Rock, so we're staying in Light World here.
Yep. Oh, that was a close one.
Yeah, very close.
I'll say the offensive advantage Flaume has had is not nothing, but like, all things considered, they've cleared 3 more dungeons than Jabbera has. And I mean, all things said, they're not that far behind.
Yeah, it really depends on if Jabbera is comfortable with Silverless Cannon, if that ends up being a situation.
Yep.
Also, depending on routing within GT, these are all things that could help close the gap.
Yeah. And I would very much expect a ped pull here. Put all that work into it.
Fortunately, I don't think there's much besides silver arrows that could make it. But
just a piece of heart.
Well, I always like the music that happens after Deadpool, so.
Yeah, if you using an MSU pack, usually a lot of them have like a very special song that plays just for after the post pedestal pull. It's always pretty fun.
Yeah, I usually play it.
I like to put like a nice jaunty tune.
Yeah. I know the Octopath Traveler MSU has a really nice track for it. And Zaxor, thank you for the raid.
One in this is week 1 mentor tournament. Jabbera versus Flaume. Jabbera just hit go mode. Ice Rod on the shovel, which he got from the mushroom. Would have temporarily destroyed me playing the seed.
you gotta love the random extended fetch quest.
Yep. Flaume fell behind, I think, forgetting about the mitts on Lake Hylia Island. Kind of cleared a lot more than jabbera ended up clearing, but not too far behind, all things considered. They've also had a offensive advantage over jabbera most of the seed.
Yeah, if we can see a quick flute over to Witch's Hut and follow that through, then we might see an opportunity to catch up. Unfortunately, we may see a full clear on Swamp just because there's no Ice Rod yet.
Yep. We'll see if they at least go to the back first. Hopefully they can at least avoid left side Swamp and save a couple minutes on jabbera that way.
Yep, and we're skipping Lava Chest. And can probably skip Big Chest here. Well, if we had more bottles, then we could maybe store some fairies, but Bugnet kind of looking useless. It looks like we got a little off track here on jabbera's side. Yep, and there is a small chance that it's required.
Yep. So, unfortunately, looks like they are doing left side Swamp, so... Nice tip for especially if you're doing this in the dark and you get lost off course, just hold up on the D-pad and you will make it back to that starting point eventually. Get lost in the dark, don't panic, just hold up on the D-pad. Take the safety door.
Yep, safety door. We'll see if the small key is any of these 4 chests. If not, we'll have to backtrack, but there's a decent chance that it will be here.
Yeah. Most likely it's here. Is typically a very small percentage chance.
Yeah, I think I was talking to Kirby, and I think it's like 3%, something like that.
Something like that. I forget. Okay. A little difficult time navigating these curls. Oh, just the one remaining.
Yeah, if you kind of get your shadow up to the center point on each of these bridge points, you can pretty safely dash across, but it's fairly precise.
Yeah, oh no, it is! Oh no.
We're gonna get the health refill and backtrack to Big Chest.
Yep. They'll need to go get a magic refill too, I think. Oh, they can't? That's right. They don't have the key. They can't even go into. All right, they're gonna have to.
Yeah, use the blue potion.
Yep. It kind of stinks. This is not the thing you want to use your blue potion on, but
Yeah, there's not a really great opportunity to, refill it between TR and GT.
yep. The really unfortunate thing is that you can't even mirror back to that safety door spot because you have to go outside to do the big chest. So you have to come back here again.
Yeah. On the upside, there is a ferry along the way. There's multiple ferries, I believe, so you can always buttonnet one of those in if you want to have some sort of safety.
Hmm.
Yeah, just hover across the entire maze there. A question. Flaume here got the big key. Is it less time to go backtrack to get to the big chest, or do you just want to beat the boss and enter back in to go do that last check?
I believe it's less time to backtrack to the big chest. As you're transitioning back into the dungeon, you're going through two pretty long rooms. You got a specky clip again. And it's just like less room space you have to traverse to get back to the big chest from the
So
back.
we know that both of these are items because the compass and map were on left side swamp.
Yep.
Now, obviously, health is not much of a concern here, but you can always hook shot to avoid those fire if you need to. Alright, so we have a tempered sword on this side, which means 5 hits for each head.
Yep.
And then, for lucky, we can get 3 hits on Trinex's main head.
Yep. There you go. Taking down Trinex.
Yeah, pretty clean fight. And that compass is a reward. We're going to see Big Bomb here for Flaume.
Yep.
Ice Rod was after Shovel, which was after Mushroom.
Yep.
And we appreciate our runners here having the motion settings enabled for this, just reducing flashing. Always great to have.
Alright, so we're starting Hope Room. Everyone has their own GT route. One not necessarily better than the other. Just usually every runner, I typically say, hey, do what you like. There are gonna be some seeds where your route wins, some seeds where your route loses.
Yep. And it looks like we forgot to ask chat for what number they believe Big Q will be in. Got a number of guesses in chat. And a lot of seeds I've been in recently, vanilla has been where it's shown up.
Mm-hmm. You're watching, you don't know vanilla is that first chest behind Ice Armos. Oh, no, just here, though.
Okay, you got a 3.
I would have found that very quickly.
And no real need to check the rest of those chests, but we can just head out and start the gauntlet.
Yep. Yeah, don't mind checking them, just, never know. Maybe some quicksilvers there.
Absolutely. If I still need something, that could help save more time.
Alright, looks like Wackerly might be coaching Flaume on the quick warp to turn in the mushroom. And warp here, turn in the mushroom, slash the bush, walk into the portal. And this bush here will mirror bonk you immediately, pushing you back in to be able to check the item.
And whether you're in a race or not, there's always opportunity to learn.
Yep. Alright, so yeah, shovel obtained. We'll see if they go follow it immediately or do other things. Oh, they're gonna keep going. Fortunately, I think they're gonna... Oh, never mind. Oh, they're not mirror bonk. I thought they were gonna mirror bonk. Nope.
Yeah. Just doing catfish here, it looks like. Try and pair the two together, even though likely not to find much. Unfortunately, it's 10 arrows, which they're already full on.
Yep.
It does look like the stun prize is arrows as well.
Oh. Yeah, it looks like we're going to TR.
It's unfortunate. Getting stuck right before Trinex and TR is very rough.
Yep, although it might benefit them in an unexpected way because they are not going to get got by those small keys. Flaume will be checking everything.
That is true.
For the ice rod. So that is something. And provided they go for... oh yes, they're also going to be checking... Super Bunny, Hookshot Cave along the way as well.
Manmola's 2 not fully cooperating, but got through there without too many issues. Oh, we got a bunch of resources here. unfortunately only getting one of the whiz robes.
Yep.
But a nice recovery. And it looks like just a bee in Oakshot Cave.
Did show us earlier that jabbera will not be getting silver arrows on the climb.
And it looks like we didn't check ledge, so going to be going to do that now on Flaume's side. I personally think I would check these chests. They're right there. But nothing. And got more than enough keys to finish this out. Needing to mirror over back to a light world to activate TR. And bombs, and our last hope is validation chest for silvers.
Oh, they're not getting it because we see Flaume has the silvers.
All right.
Yeah, I don't even know what's even left that would be nice when we get another bottle, I guess. Oh, there we go. Another bottle.
Yeah, another bottle. Get some extra health there.
So tempered silverless, not the worst Ganon fight at all.
Yeah, far better than a Master Sword Ganon fight. I think it's 24 hits for a Master Sword.
So, 12 slashes each, 12 spins each for the first two phases, and then get the 4 spins you need to do to get through the third phase, and then 24 spins to win the final phase if you don't have silver arrows.
Pretty slow, pretty miserable.
Yep. Yeah, if you're used to doing silverless Ganon, it's not that bad. It's just slow and tedious is really what it is.
Yeah.
Especially once you get past that second phase, like the fight is basically over.
Yeah, I ran into that for the first time when doing the async seed for qualifying here, and yeah, that was not fun to learn on the fly. I've done silverless before, but not with Master Sword.
Yeah, I think that second seed where second phase where he has like the circle of bats is usually what I see gives people the most trouble.
Yeah. Yeah, after that, it becomes a bit easier. Less damage to worry about. And chasing that
Oh
fairy,
man,
which
these fairies are been real jerks.
really have. And we get our bug facts for the day from Ganon.
Yep. Oh, barely missing the trident.
Alright, so it's 12 hits each here with the Tempered Sword.
That should be... Yep. Phase 2 complete.
can probably use the cape here and hold onto the wall just for safety, but not really needed.
Alright, last thing is you make sure you hit torch glitch, especially without silver arrows.
Yep, absolutely. You can get away with not doing it when you have silver arrows, but it's really nice to have when you are doing it silverless.
Yeah, what you want to do here is like stand in a spot where you can bait the bat. There you go, that was nicely done, and just spam.
Got it.
Yeah, a little erratic. What you want to do is kind of maneuver around like kind of an L shape, like a knight in a chessboard. It's usually how pretty simple to avoid the bats that way. You actually kind of bait it the same way you do for that first bat bait. You just there you go, exactly like that.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
what Rare just did. That is basically textbook perfect, kind of what you want to do with the silvers.
Yeah, you want to avoid sweeping around when you can.
Yeah, you want to be the one controlling. Oh boy, you want to be the one control. Oh no!
Oh no!
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think they only had maybe a couple frames there to get that potion in, and it just didn't work out. Oh, that's cute. Move him.
Oh, and taking a suggestion from the chat earlier, seeing what potion we get from very green. Okay,
Yeah.
well, you get our magic back.
Oh, gotta leave. Oh no, you don't have to leave there.
Yep. Maybe get the fairy again.
If I remember correctly, in the original game, in order to do the upgrades, you had to leave and come back, or am I misremembering?
I am not the person to answer that question.
Yeah, I don't believe you do it in no major glitches, so I don't think they'd know either. So it was a time thing, not a leaving and coming back thing, looks like.
Ooh.
Gotta be careful here.
Yep. Yep.
Unfortunately, Flaume's about to learn that there is no ice rod.
Yep. Alright, so as long as they go straight to the shovel, not a terrible situation.
Good job there for Vera, letting go of that D-pad.
Yep, and got back just in time.
Yeah, but for those who don't know, when that bat comes flying at you and you know you're going to get hit, just let go of the D-pad. It will move you in the opposite direction of whatever you're pressing, which can be very dangerous.
Yep.
We're getting many more hits there on Ganon on the second attempt.
Yep.
Yeah, really seeing that knight-shaped pattern. Emok almost certainly coaching on that.
A little wide. Yeah, again, you wanna avoid going wide like that because it's not gonna give you enough time to. In fact, you really want like a tight, very tight, and a pattern.
Yeah, you don't have a ton of time to get around. But when you practice it, you get a better feel for those sorts of things.
Yep.
We're getting pretty close here. Oh, that was dangerous.
Scary. Yeah, a little scary.
Probably would have been bounced up, but still. Don't have any health potion.
Oh, that's a little scary. There we go.
There we go. Ganon is dead. Get your GG's ready in the chat.
There we go. Jabbera crossing the finish line in the official race time.gg time of 2:01:10.
Yep, and for such a seed, that is really respectable. Definitely lots of twists and turns in this one. We are going to be getting Smith Chain here on Flaume's side, and most likely tying that into. We don't. We do have the shovels, so.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the mirror portal will disappear. Have to go through all TR again.
And we get that half magic, which is great. And we'll see if we get a similar route here from Flaume, doing 45, then doing the shovel check, and then leaving that for purple chest behind.
And we are joined by the winner of today's race, Jabbera. GG's to you.
GG's.
Thank you.
So, how did that run feel for you?
I felt like I was behind pretty much the entire time.
Yeah, definitely an awkward seed at some points.
Yeah, the shovel, mushroom shovel, ice rod shenanigans was.
Yep.
Yeah,
I think that really kind of hurt was like very understandably forgetting about Back of Escape for a while. That tempered sword would have really helped a lot with some of these dungeons for you, I think.
Oh, absolutely. I'm not, and I would have died for another bottle too at the same time. I'm a pretty squishy player, as I'm sure you noticed.
Yeah, it was very, very stingy with the bottles there.
But yeah, no, that was great.
Yeah, congratulations. And yeah, how did you feel beginning versus the end of the seed?
The beginning was easy. I mean, I don't know. I feel like the beginning's kind of a little bit of a script, and then when you get to the end, it's like frantic, oh, I have, 50 possible checks for Ice Rod. It really was just,
Mhm.
totally, I guess, luck that we stumbled across it. I was just hoping it wasn't in Eastern or, that check-in swamp that I left.
Yeah, definitely. There were some situations there where things could have turned pretty badly, but
Yeah.
didn't end up that way.
Where
One
is
possibility.
where
Oh,
is
go ahead.
the I don't know how you say his name. Flaume?
Flaume. It's,
Yeah.
Flaume's in TR right now. Just got the Ice Rod.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of searching around for Ice Rod.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
it
their
happens.
big problem was I think they either mismarked or forgot about the mitts on Lake Haley Island. So
Oh,
they did a lot of things before remembering that.
yeah.
Yeah, it was a bit unfortunate. It definitely slowed progress down.
Well, thank you very much. This is great. I'm glad you guys organized this.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a love to help new people learn whatever their ambitions are in the community, whether they want to actually become racers or they just want to kind of get better to play seeds casually, whatever. I don't know what your specific objectives are, but
I don't
love
know
seeing.
what mine are either.
That's fair.
I mean,
I
hey, if
saw
you're having
somebody playing
fun,
this like 6 months ago, and I was like, "That's really cool." And then I just played my first one like by myself. I don't know, maybe 3 weeks ago. So
Yeah, there you go.
that is excellent progress right there.
yeah, thank you.
Yeah, how many silver scannons have you done before today?
That was I mean, outside of practice, that was my third one.
They're very nice.
Very good.
Yeah, I think once you get a few more under your belt, you get those movements down pretty clean.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much. I'm gonna get my kids around. I got to go deal with them now. But thanks everybody.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. Thank you for allowing us to restream you.
Oh yeah, of course, anytime.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
GG's again to you, and good luck the rest of the tournament.
Thank you so much.
All right, so
Yes.
Flaume making their
Yeah,
way
Flaume
through the rest of
just-
TR.
Yeah, just did the quick safety exit. Make sure, although I don't think they'll need it.
Yeah, probably shouldn't need it with the gold sword, but no, it's already open. Might as well.
Exactly. It's quick dash down. And we have gold, so that's 3 hits on each head. Head dodging around a little bit.
There we go.
And we got the
3.
swap before the kill. Yep.
Yep.
Excellent. I believe that was a compass on Trinix.
I think so.
Just what you want to see.
We have 7 crystals down for Flaume. Down to GT, where pretty quick big key awaits them.
Yeah, assuming they don't do all right side first.
Yep. Which Hope Right, not an unpopular route for Hope routers who get a small key in Hope Room.
Yeah, I personally do hope chest and then full left. I know a lot of people just do hope, then the 4 on left side, and then go full right after to go quickly get to the 4 chests at the end of that. What's the name of that again?
Usually you start left and go right as like DMs, although it's
Yeah,
taking on different
magician.
forms. Yeah. The true dark magician is, I think, left and then just going full right.
Gotcha.
So that small key. Alright, they will be going right. Or at least a compass room.
Yeah, we'll see if they skip this. Yep, so we don't have the long wait there. This is going to be a little close.
Oh.
Just missed it. Yeah, at that point it makes sense to just wait, reset.
Yep.
Yeah, this is looking much cleaner. A little help from the spike there.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, unfortunate. Oh, looks like we're just gonna... This is actually gonna be a better time save, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, that room can be particularly rough. And just heading straight for the big key there.
Yep.
Let's climb. Really not fair that those mimics don't get hurt by the spikes.
Yeah. Oops. Roll off. There we go. So I was making quick work of the red mimics.
And the mimic's not cooperating there. Making quick work of those the cannonballs.
Yeah.
Excellent recovery there.
Hey, Buttersword making very nice quick work of the gauntlet.
Yep, just tearing through that. Choosing to skip the heart. Just a tad late on the fire rod shot there.
Yeah.
Yep, and pick up the fairy here for safety.
I'll say if you do that, probably want to do swords, especially with gold sword. Maybe want a sword spin there because once you bunny beam it, it actually changes the pattern. Alamo 2 comes out. They'll come out like much closer to each other.
Yeah.
Makes it harder to do silver arrows.
Yeah, you can script it if you skip right over, but as soon as they're coming out at the same time, silver arrows are just not as friendly. I guess not scripted, it's a... There's some dancing there. Yeah, you can do a normalized setup with silver arrows. Nice large decanter of magic there. Just misses the last Wizrobe. Give me those torches lit. Don't need the magic probably.
Right, torches 2 down.
Don't need to check any of those chests. Use those iframes to get through. Refill on hearts, refill on magic, and then hit Moldor. One swipe. Second swipe, down.
Yep. 2 swipes, gold sword, easy peasy.
And neither of our run. Let's see. I don't think jabbera checked validation chest.
They did. That was the red potion.
Ah, that's right. That's right. Looking for the silvers, which weren't there.
Yeah, which Flaume had from Dark Death Mountain, which jabbera already had an ice rod, just never checked.
Every time I get to this fight and I have the bug net, it's so tempting to just use that instead, but definitely not optimal. I'm getting the late double hit there.
There you go. There's Aga 2 down.
And then Kate making a good point that when you have the gold sword, there's no way to get the Moldorm's angry phase, which is always nice.
Yep.
I was working on a hack for a bit to try and get Moldorm to change its color on the angry phase. It ended up being a little more difficult than I thought.
So phase 1 down.
Yeah, just 6 slashes.
Yep. Yeah, easy 1-on-1 gold sword. Phase 3 gonna be the same regardless of sword. You have a Master Sword, it's just 4 spins.
Yeah. We are seeing Torch Glitch.
Yep. Silver arrows, you're enough of them, you actually don't want. Torch Glitch is easier to set up potential triples.
And we do see a nice double. But watch out.
Oh, unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah, unfortunate.
I think in that last stage before that torch went out, they actually could have. I think they could have hit Ganon one more time and gotten that last silver arrow in.
Yeah, one thing that's nice in the fight is if you sword Ganon, it's very difficult to actually get knocked out as long as you're holding into the arena. Trying to remember what that owl's name is from Animal Crossing.
Oh, yeah, I'm trying to remember too now.
Yeah. Blathers?
Yes, that sounds correct.
Yeah. That's what I'm feeling like Ganon is right now.
Again, you're really showing off like, hey, I can warp. You can't do this, right?
Yeah.
And it said, wait, silver arrows. Excuse me. Alright.
Close to the triple there. Do have a blue potion.
Yep. Shouldn't need it. Should be able to get the one out. There we go. This is the last hit.
Get GG's ready in the chat.
Yep. Alright. Flaume crossing the finish line. The official raceon.gd time of 2:22:26.
Excellent
GG's.
job. That was certainly an interesting seed.
Yeah.
A lot of things to explore there.
Yep. Very labored setup to getting mitts before see just kind of opened up and then a very silly ice rod at the end.
And of course we have our nice custom credits where it gives little hints to what we're on each area.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, as we saw, we got the piece of heart on the pedestal.
Yep. Alright, and we are joined by Flaume. GG's to you.
GG's.
Yeah, thanks. GG as well.
So how did the seed feel for you?
It wasn't the problem. That felt nice, I guess. My controller fucked me a bit with the A button.
Oh, is that what all the dancing was? That the seed, I assume.
Yeah. Sometimes got stuck down or triggered itself. I don't know what. I will retire it after this race.
That's fair enough.
But I finished. And it was still in my normal amount of time. Could have been better, but oh well.
Yes.
Yeah,
And,
sometimes the ice rod hides from you sometimes.
Yeah, that as well.
And I think the big question we had was with the mitts. Was it like an accidental mismark, perhaps, or forgot they were on Lake Haley Island?
Yeah, we saw them, and I wanted to grab them directly, but they weren't needed for the checks we were going for, so Wackerly said that I should grab those dungeons and checks before.
Okay.
So I only went there when I actually needed them.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. So waiting to grab them until you wanted to use them. That's fair enough.
Yeah, well, so one thing is it did put you at a nice offensive advantage over your opponent for quite a while. They got the mitts immediately, and I think very understandably forgot about Back of Escape for a long time, and the other sword being pretty bad as well. They were on Master Sword for quite a while, so their dungeon clears were a little tougher, whereas yours are quite a bit easier. And you actually did patch up a decent amount of time doing that.
Yeah, unfortunately, Pod didn't have a ton of progression, but it did have a nice amount of upgrades.
Yeah. Yeah. The chest quest was also a bit. I wanted to go to the dig spot, and right before digging, my controller apparently pressed A on its own, and I was like, no! I left the chest behind! And right after, it doesn't matter, I got the ice rod.
Yeah.
I was panicking there for a bit. But yeah,
definitely an interesting scene.
Yes, the seat was fun.
Yeah, you finished around your normal time. Is still a victory in and of itself. So,
Yeah.
important thing is getting that experience and learning.
Earlier today I had a better time while practicing, but there my controller didn't have any problems, so yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, hopefully you'll be able to take care of that before the next one.
Yeah, should be fixed till then. We'll just buy another one right after the stream ends.
That makes sense.
You have any final thoughts offer on the seed or the mentoring experience, anything like that today?
Mentoring really helped me a lot with the routing, because that's my biggest problem, honestly. I know most of the glitches, but routing is I still have to learn a lot in that regard.
Yeah, well, that is what mentors are here for. So hopefully, you have to absorb some of that information and help your own game with it.
Yeah.
And just confirming, that is a Toho sprite, right?
Yes.
Okay.
The Toho sprite of the main character, Reimu, with the Toho MSU.
Excellent.
Nice. Well, GG's again to you, Flaume. Good luck to you on the rest of the tournament.
Yeah, thanks.
should be, I believe, open a shirt again next week, so you still have the sword at least. Before we cruelly snatch it away from you for a bit.
Yeah.
And thanks again to Butter Grapes for doing tracking.
Yeah, be sure to give our runners a follow very kindly, allowing us to restream, especially as it can be very nerve-wracking putting on a race like this when you're still learning, but try to be a very encouraging environment for people to be able to watch these races again, kind of take notes, learn from mistakes, grow, all that fun stuff.
Yeah, I guess I will hear a lot of commenting about why I'm sprinting or hovering where I didn't want to.
That was fun.
But yeah.
All right, as you can see on the schedule, we have more races this weekend. One more race tonight. Kate Sith 2 versus H. Tom Servo 85, 11 p.m. Eastern for the Night Owls. And tomorrow, noon Eastern, Drew Broggy versus Phoenix. And at 3:30 p.m. Eastern, Bradlock versus Whiskeyville 25. If you'd like to volunteer, I believe we've already got the spots filled for the race tonight, but races tomorrow, all looking for volunteers. Want to comm or track, just sign up in the Go Mode podcast Discord. And yeah, once again, thank you to Lumaga for putting on the restream, to Butter Grapes for tracking, and to Eclectic for commenting with me. I enjoyed the experience.
Thank you.
On to this channel, if you're looking for a nice evening bit of rando, 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific for that race. Otherwise, yeah, thanks again to our runners. Give them a follow, and see you all later.